All right, everybody. Rob Gauthier, ET Whisper. How you guys doing tonight? How are you doing? I'm gonna wait here. I'm gonna listen to make sure my audio is working correctly. Should be, but always gotta check these things. So once this goes live through my feed, which shows you how much the delay is, I'll know if I'm able to. Oh, I guess I got cut off. Hey, everybody! I just wanted to make sure that I was working on audio. Excuse me, and working on everything. All right, beautiful guys. Hello, hello. How are you guys doing? We've got already in just minutes of turning on. We've got Angela here. We've got Eduardo. We've got Kat. We've got the 4D stellated hypercube. Hello, how you doing? And of course, good friend William from Fincastle Underground, who helps us with a Patreon every month. For those of you guys who are on Patreon, he's always there helping us out, doing the DJ gig, doing the co-host gig. So hello, and beautiful Kalina, my partner, who is usually doing stuff with me, but since we've had the baby, she's been doing baby patrol. Hello, sweetheart. She's watching in the other room, laying down with the baby, which is beautiful. So thank you, Mama. Steven, hello. How you guys doing tonight? We got Samantha. Hello. Carolyn. Hello. Everybody's popping in. That's beautiful. I love it. Queensland, Australia. Yeah, let everybody know, guys, where you're from. We've got Samantha, who's from Queensland, Australia. We've got Carolyn from Las Vegas. Eduardo's from Brazil. Oh, hello. All right. Intelligentfinity, which is a beautiful name. Minhas, hello. Beautiful to see you again. It's been a while, right? Yeah, Angela's here. All right, Texas. We've got Stephen from Texas. We've got Tina from New Zealand. All over the world. You guys are from everywhere today. That's beautiful. Ohio. Kat's from Ohio. Oh, yeah. Kat's from Ohio. She's one of the Midwestern neighbors to the south of where I'm coming from, Kalamazoo, Michigan, guys. Right in town, Kalamazoo. Arizona for 4D stellated hypercube. I still can't figure out if I'm saying that wrong. Mexico, our friend Avarsto. How you doing, brother? Yeah, everybody's here, man, from everywhere. Oh my God, this is beautiful. I just popped on for a minute and got everybody coming in. I want to say hi to everybody personally as I see them come in, but also I want to make sure I'm looking at you guys while you're here. You're here. My computer's over here. Washington. Angela's from Washington. Guatemala. Beautiful. Just landed in Guatemala. Cody G from Portland. How you guys doing? We got everyone from all corners of the U.S. and all over the world tonight. That's beautiful, guys. And like I said, we're going to wait for a few more people to pour in as we're doing this. And thank you guys for all the likes already on the video. It does help the algorithms because YouTube's a jerk lately. And they don't like people anymore unless they get likes and comments in their videos. So thank you guys for liking it. I know I don't like asking for likes and subscriptions and all that stuff because it's kind of hokey. But lately, I just did a search on one of my videos to find it for a friend. I put in the word Rob Gauthier ET Whisper, and I got like 2 hits on the first page. I'm like, how can that? That's my name. The whole YouTube channel. Besides the channel, like 2 of my videos popped up. It's like, that's crazy. So YouTube's going out of control with their algorithms, guys. Thank you for the likes. It always helps. Beautiful. Thank you. I appreciate it more than you guys know. Where else? AJ, hello too. So yeah, we've got everybody from all around. Tonight's going to be a fun night. We're going to talk a little bit, and then we're going to bring Artif in for a little bit to channel on a topic that's been kind of important. And I also wanted to make an announcement, which I'll probably repeat at least once or twice before the live stream's over, just to make sure anyone new who's coming in also gets a chance to hear. You guys are the early wave. Theto, hello, Theto. How you doing? So we're going to give you guys, and I got to get the kitty from stop biting my cords down here. She's going out of control. Every time I get ready to channel, she's out of control. Hi, kitty. So the important announcement tonight, when you go down to the description in the video, it has a link on the top, and it talks about the Winter Solstice Open Forum. That's going to be December 21st this year. We're doing a free open forum event for everybody here on YouTube because we haven't done a lot of free stuff lately. Last time I came on live, I talked to you guys. I said we're going to do more stuff. Well, we're doing more stuff. One of the things I want to talk about too tonight, because it's been an issue, is just time. I've talked to you guys about all the issues with the baby and with my son, and one of our family members had a pretty bad prognosis that gave this person a couple of weeks to a few months to live, and some of the professionals said it would be on the shorter side. Others said it would be, unknowable to us. But either way, we had to leave state for a week, and the baby had her surgery, which went really well, which she's healing from amazingly. So we've been super crazy busy. Samantha, hello. Absolutely, no problem, guys. So we've been busy, and intention was to come here, but I found something out about myself that I already knew but needed to be reminded. My friend William sent me and Kalina a video today that we watched that helped both of us remember that sometimes the intent that we have with the words behind them are very powerful. And I keep telling everyone how busy I am and how much time I don't have. And it really turns out that way because I put so much of the verbal and mental energy into it. Kalina's been wanting to get to her YouTube channel. She's had her YouTube channel for 4 years now. And she did a radio show, which we put on our radio network channel, which we'll talk about too in a few minutes. And she put out all the shows that she did. And then the radio network got to be last priority because we had so much events going on. This is back in 2016 when we had all the events, and we were going around the country, and we were doing group events like the channel panel with all of the channelers from around the U.S. Like the one in 2017, we had Daryl Anka, Wendy Kennedy, Lee Harris, Nora Harold, Sean Swanson. We had all sorts of them. Actually, I don't think Sean was able to make that one. Yeah, actually, he did. He did make that one. I'm sorry. I was thinking of the 2016. Anyway, we had a bunch of great channelers there. That's me and Kalina's thing, channel panel. We put that together to get channelers together because we want communities. We love the community. We want to see it come together. And this is something also we could talk about for hours and hours. Just the state of the community today and how weird it looks and all that stuff. But getting back to what I was saying, my energy has been, well, I'm busy. I have no time. I can't get free time. It's hard to do anything free time. And the moment me and Kalina started realizing that just in one day, we realized how much more energy behind it we could put. So we're really trying to change our verbiage, trying to change the vocal energy behind the verbiage. We're trying to change a lot of those things, but it's things that we've already been working on, just not that part of it, because the experience dictates the words, dictates the thoughts, blah, blah, blah. So Kieran, hello, how are you? It's nice to see you here tonight. So yeah, everybody jump in on chat too if you want to. It's really great if you guys pop in and say hello to everybody. A lot of good people in the chat. A lot of these people here are from Patreon and people who subscribed to the channel or who have followed our work for a while. A lot of you are new to the work too, which is beautiful. I know a lot of people came in via Gaia TV and the Interview with Ed episode, and also Kevin Moore show. They call us Channelers docuseries. Both of those have got some new people coming this way, so it's always nice to connect with those people. But yeah, everything's been really smoothing out, and everything feels better. And now I can put the verbal energy behind it, which has been amazing, just in the short time using it, which created this moment. I have more time now. And now I can do live streams, right? Tina, hello. Oh, beautiful. Hello, Tina. It's nice to see you. I appreciate your subscription, guys. And like I said, I know I hate doing the whole thumbs up and subscription stuff, but it does. It helps the algorithms. And my friend William, who helps us with the Patreon from Fincastle Underground, he really helps get people to realize that and get myself to realize that too. And I'm sorry, guys, I'm running a background program. I'm going to shut it down just so we don't have any hiccups in the programs that are pulling off the internet with Wi-Fi. Everybody, I'm sure, knows the fun of that. So you guys are amazing. I'm so glad to see all of you here. So glad to see all of you guys commenting. And we're going to get to channeling fairly soon. It's already late here in Michigan. I'm on Eastern time, so we're getting close to midnight already. Kids are sleeping, which provides me the energy of time, which now I'm abundant in, and now I get the chance to do this, guys, with you. So one of the things I want to talk about, besides time and besides the perspective of time, Connie, hello, Anne, hello. You guys are great. Thank you for coming in. Besides all the things that we talked about with time, it is why we're here. Our good friend Robin Haugland from Facebook was putting a post and asked, why do you feel you're here? You know, and a lot of people have stories that they've figured out with themselves or that they perceive. Maybe someone else has told them that story, whatever it is. They have a real deep story about what they want to do on Earth, what their mission is on Earth, why they feel that they're here, and what impact they want to have in the world. And that's a beautiful thing, wanting to impact the world. There's nothing else more beautiful than that. When I started this YouTube channel back in 2010, I said, I'm going to put out as many videos as I can, and I'm going to do whatever I can. And if one person watches it and it really helps that person, give me 10% of what I experienced with Treb and the growth I had in meeting him and connecting to him. If someone could just get 10% of that and change their life drastically, it would be amazing. And that intent created the space for the energy of the channeling. So I understand wanting to do the missions, wanting to put your energy out there, and wanting to have a successful life of sharing with others in any of the arts or crafts that any of you hold, and being able to help other people with it. That's, to me, it's a noble cause. I'm going to take a drink, guys. Hillbilly jug, sorry. Sorry, guys. I'm already ready to channel. Artif always wants me to drink up. So you think of these noble causes, and you have all these lives tell you, I don't know why it held that for review, but I'm going to show that comment. Thank you, Jenny. I appreciate it very much. And we have these things in our lives that we want to do, big ideas for the journey themselves, for what we're going to do here, how we're going to do it, why we're going to do it. And we can get a pretty elaborate concept with these things. So we think about them, we talk about them, and we put our energy towards them. But I think back, and sorry for the camera, guys, I think back to what Artif and Treb have always said about what are we doing here? And yes, there's an alignment where we're born and we choose our parents, and we come into this reality choosing the part of the world, the parents, the type of energy that the parents and the family are going through, people who are around the family constant. All those things are really intricate parts of our entrance into Earth. We choose the birth dates, we choose what astrological sign we're going to be born in. There's a lot of things that go into choosing the incarnation. So you pop in there with all these things planned, so there must be some sort of big plan. And usually there is. There's an understanding of the theme that you want to have in your life. Because when you're planning this, it's not just you. You know, your higher self and yourself are there in an amalgamized way that are planning together. And most people who don't know, the higher self is a lot bigger than we are. it has more insight than even most humans who are able to connect with meditation all the time. People who can channel their higher self, people who can channel. The higher self is just much bigger than all that. It connects actually to non-physical consciousness, which is way bigger than like the Aridifs and the Trebs of the universe. So you have this consciousness you expand out to, but you're still planning this thing. You want to do a theme, you want to do something that gives an experience for others in life, for yourself. Some people come into their physical reality and die as a newborn or a stillbirth just to help affect a change in others' lives. So there's lots of different levels that this comes from. But the point is, how do we know what we're doing? And most of the time we don't. We can only follow the little clues that are left behind or that are connected with our higher self. And those give us access to opening doors and kind of figuring out. Now, people who've had their mind made up, this is what I'm here to do, that's wonderful. But the problem with that comes the energy behind when you can't create that. If you're going into trying to create that energy and you just meet resistance all the time, that causes depression. It causes a lot of emotional imbalances. And once that happens, then guess what? We're not going to the next step because we're stuck in this one thing that we're positive that we need to create. I mean, this is what I'm here for. I have to do this. But what does the higher self think? Well, the higher self isn't there to push you around to tell you what to do. A lot of people believe that. The higher self is there to assist you as you go through a physical experience. Imagine, for those of you who don't have children, imagine being a parent to a brand new born child. For those of your parents, you can easily picture this. You have this thing that seems helpless and doesn't really know what it's doing, but you're there to support it. You're feeding, you're changing diapers, you're intervening, but you're not just saying, hey, you're growing up to be a doctor. Some parents do that. That's not my parenting style. I'm not hip to that, but that's, as any of you who've tried to parent that way, it doesn't work. The kid needs their own experience. They're going to find out what they're going to do in their life. They're going to find out what their excitements are. So higher self is letting the lower fractal drive. And a lot of people just don't see the power behind what we in the body as lower fractal energies are. They're like, no, we're just lowly little humans. Our higher self is all of the knowledge and all the understanding, but it's not. They're like, hey, do this. This is our thing. We helped to get you here. We helped plan to set it up. Now do, and it's not do or fail, because that's the other belief. A lot of people say, well, if you don't do it, we're screwed. This is why we're here. We blew it. We got to come back again. We got to do this. But that's not true either. The higher self doesn't care what you do. I mean, it wants to support you, and it wants to give you the support, and it helped make that plan. So it will help support that plan. But if that plan doesn't come to fruition, it doesn't care. And then you go higher consciousness than that. You go oversoul, which is the place where all of your past lives, future lives, parallel lives are. Thousands, tens of thousands. When you're getting into second and third density, we're talking tens of millions to hundreds of trillions of lifetimes. And all of those are accessible to the oversoul. It's where all of the lower fractal life's energy meets. So you have all of this high level of energy with all the lives, consciousness way bigger than we could ever imagine. Think of it this way. If you want to understand the size of an oversoul, there's 144,000 of them. So you put that together, and that covers every man, woman, child, animal, plant, rock, air particle, any physical thing that ever existed from the time that the Earth was created during the solar system creation, all the way to when Earth is done. 144,000. So that means, literally, if you're counting air molecules as one incarnation, we're talking about numbers that humans can't count to. Do you think that they're going to focus on just one little part of that and say, this is what it needs to happen, this is what you should do, this is what we should be doing? No, they don't care. At that level of consciousness, there is no right or wrong. There's no this or that. There's no, this is what we demand of you. The reason that higher consciousness pulls out energy and lets it go into the physical realm is to play. to have experience. So when Treb and Artif are asked, what is my life purpose? The number one thing that they always tell, sometimes they get specific for people who understand everything that I just said, or they tell them everything I just said, but just in the Treb and Artif way. And then they say, generally, you're here like all humans are for experience, like all physical beings for experience. That's what we're here for experience, period. What we make of that experience is up to us. What we want to do with that experience is up to us. So if you feel that you have to save the world by teaching everyone how to be spiritual, you're going to fail, because everyone else needs their experience too. We're co-creating in this big place of energy with all the people around. We have to be able to let free will be dictated by everyone. They need their thing, you need yours. You also have to realize that you saving the whole world's not going to be able to happen either. What you can do is shine your light, live in your excitement, give that energy out to others so that if they need it, they can use it to benefit their life. And if you start a business in spirituality and you say, I want to reach 1 million people and help change their lives, if 5 people come and you've changed their life, those 5 people's lives are bettered, and they're interacting with hundreds, and those people are interacting with hundreds and thousands and eventually millions. It's a ripple effect. All of us are one. We're all connected, whether we know it or feel it or we don't. We're all connected. That change in the 5 people, the 10 people, the 100 people that you help is immeasurable when it comes to the whole planet's consciousness. So remember that. There's a lot of people right now being so hard on themselves because we're going through a collective resistance, period. Everything around that we've seen in our energy has been resistant, and not resistance because you can't do something. Resistance to show us all the holes in the boat, all the broken parts of our machine. And we're looking at it so we can fix it. And that's not a bad thing. We think it's bad, so we call it bad, but it's not. It's a beautiful thing. So anyway, guys, I just wanted to share that with you. We're going to get artist perspective on that too. I'm going to go back into the chat, see what everybody's saying here real quick, catch up on everything. Beautiful, guys. Diana, hello. Oh, yeah. It's been a long time since I've been on. I'm happy to be here, too. I'm happy you're here. Oh, I'm glad to hear that. Hello, Mag. And I'm sorry, I'm going to totally do this name wrong because I'm horrible unless it's Bob, Bill, or Sue usually. Yada. Yawada? I hope that's right. Hello. Either way, hello. And I'm glad that you understand what love is. That's beautiful, guys. So we're going to do some channeling, guys. As you guys know, I always do my neutralizing, which means I'm going to jump off camera so I can make stupid noises and not have all of you hear me and do that. But before we do, I noticed a lot more people are here than when we started talking. 2 things. The first thing, we're going to have a free open forum, guys. It's going to be free. You can send in 1 question each, no question within questions, and keep your question within compressed time. I know some people have to explain things, so it takes them a while. Try not to do 2 or 3 paragraphs of information on a question. But send in your question, and they will get put in the drawing on the 21st. And the 21st, we're coming back live to channel that live for you guys. So if you put your question in, you might get the chance to do that. And anyone who shows up live on the 21st, who participates in the chat, is going to get their name thrown in for a free 30-minute session. And it might take a few weeks after the live stream to put you into our calendar. Not to put you into our calendar, but our calendar right now averages 3 to 6 weeks backlog for personal. But you'll get your own private session with Treb Bor Yit for 30 minutes. So you have to be there live on the 21st, 10 p.m. Eastern time, 7 p.m. Pacific time. And if you're there and if you are acting in the chat, talking, your name will get put down for the drawing, and you will get your opportunity for that. So being there will be awesome. It'll be fun, but it'll also be a free 30-minute session, guys. And I don't want to put my foot in my mouth because I don't remember. I believe the 30-minute sessions are of a $250 value too. So it's worth coming in, even if you just say hi for 5 minutes to go back to bed, right? I know a lot of you guys, 10 p.m. is not a time where you're going to be awake. So hello, Deb. Nice to see you. Lavender, hello. So I'm glad you guys showed up tonight. I appreciate you listening to me for a little bit. We're going to get Artif in to talk and to channel about this subject, why we're here, how the mechanics of all this work. Oops, sorry, kitty. Didn't mean to step on your tail. So we're going to get all that figured out and talked about. And then we'll call it a night after that, guys. Like I said, it's already 12:15 here, so we'll do what we can here as far as time goes. But yeah, we want to do announce everything for the 21st to make sure you guys are able to add your questions in and to see what you guys got going on. Let me check. All right. So, okay, no responses yet, but that's fine. I figured we'd already have at least a couple of questions with everybody who's been in here. God's Coloring Book. I love the name. Wonderful name. How are you? It's good to see you too. I'm glad to see you guys. And that's, oh, yes, the thing I want to talk to you guys about. Next year, at the beginning of the year, I'm believing in the first 2 or 3 weeks of January, we're going to be starting, or I'm going to be starting back with my radio show, which I think won't be a radio show. I think we're going to do it live through here, through YouTube, which means once a week, you're going to see me live stream. Every week, we're going to talk about metaphysical stuff, new age stuff, whatever you want to call it. And we're going to take questions on the air live. We're also 1 week out of each month, we'll probably do a Q&A channeling, or at least take some written questions. I'm not sure. Race, hello. It's wonderful to see you. It has been a long time. So we're going to do that and get some interaction. So the Enlightenment Evolution Network is going to be back. We're going to get it moving. Kalina has her own show, which is The Earth Experience with Kalina Angell. I don't know if she'll change the name to her show or not, but Kalina's popped out for a minute. You want to say hi, baby? Come on, say hi. Kalina's here, everybody. She wants to say hello for a minute.
Hey, guys. I'm going to stay off camera because I'm on jammy jams. My phone died, so I had to put it on the charger, so I wasn't able to chat with you guys. I wanted to say hi.
Oh.
And yes, while our baby is not even a year and a half yet, I got her an Amazon Fire tablet to help her with getting through the pain of the surgery, because she loves to watch Yo Gabba Gabba and Bounce Patrol and all that jazz, and I stole it for the night. And lo and behold, it doesn't let me chat with you guys. So I thought I'd come out and say hi while she's sound asleep and give you guys my love. And on the 21st, I will be grandly attempting to help host it, if you guys don't mind an adorable baby possibly being there.
There's a mute on the mic for a reason.
Exactly. She might be asleep. We're just going to get
everyone's saying hello to you, Kalina.
Hi, guys. I can't even see the chat room. Not only can I not talk, I can't even see what's being said. But
yeah, your phone will
I'm able to see you. Yeah. So
oh, that's good.
As much as I love you guys, I'm really happy that it's this way around, so I can see his handsome face.
That's right. Right? Jeannie's going nuts again. She knows I'm going to be channeling.
She does. She always knows. It's funny because when we first moved in, she got super calm and fall asleep.
Yeah.
At Rob's feet.
Every time I'd wake up from my channeling, here's the kitty sleeping on my toes.
Now it's just the other way around. It's completely the other way around. So
yeah, now she screams at my feet.
She's excited. Get the aliens in now.
She does. And once I'm done oming, none of the recordings have ever showed her screaming all the way through it.
If Treb Diff brought in a spaceship, she'd go on it willingly. I think she likes it better than us. I don't know if they do tuna up there, girl.
Yeah. Tina's the
You might
big
want to
one.
reconsider that one. Okay, well, I'm gonna go so you can neutralize. Don't forget, you might want to put that announcement in the chat so that
yes.
anybody coming in, if you guys see anybody that's kind of confused, just let them know.
Yeah, please let them know, guys, because every time there's always someone new comes in and says, "Where the hell's Rob at?" Well, he's gone to neutralize. So I'm gonna put that announcement in, guys. Everyone says they love you a bunch, and we would love to see and have your new baby with you too. And so ecstatic about new
She's
show
up.
channeling.
She will be on camera. We'll have her host it.
Thank you to Brittany, Christy, everybody for your beautiful comments. Kalina's been missing the interaction with you guys a lot too. Our friend William has been an amazing guy, and he's still going to help us through Patreon as we get through all the transitional stuff.
Until I steal my job back. It's just that Lilith has had, she has had some issues that she's my number one priority. And I just wanted to be there for her, and she's had to deal with a lot of pain. She's a very brave soul, guys, and we're very proud of her. She's been through a lot, so much, and
the surgery was a bit rougher than we had anticipated because the doctor said, "Oh yeah, they go through it easy," but she's doing way better now.
She's healing, she's
real well.
She's a really, really brave soul. She chose her name. You don't come in with that name without being a strong soul. That's
without being a bit of a badass. That's true.
I'm trying to find a pen and a paper. I think they're all in the back in the room where baby's sleeping. I was gonna leave maybe a note, but I think you guys.
Oh yeah, it'll be fine because the camera will be running. So yeah, it'll be fine. Everybody here in the chat will help me. Yeah. So thank you guys. Appreciate everything. Kalina, when she's not in her jammer, she'll come in and say hi and bring the baby next time. Because I know she'd love to see you guys too. Oh, no problem, guys. Don't worry. All your love is appreciated. You don't have to apologize by any means.
Well, I'll be watching back too.
Kalina will be watching.
We'll be watching other things, and I will be enjoying the chat probably sometimes even more than no matter what I'm watching. Rob too. We love to watch chat stuff for some reason. Yeah,
the chat's where all the fun's at, right?
It's just to get to see the collective in action and what they're thinking, and everybody always adds more. It's just really amazing. I learn more from chat sometimes than
the actual content.
Because there's so many more minds having these great, amazing ideas.
Your cat comes to my voice too. That's amazing. Aww. Samantha's kitty too.
Ooh, you should tell about
Hi, a lady.
Background.
Artif.
Technically a cat being, really.
Yeah, kind of. Well, kind of. They've made hybrids too that were kind of cat like too. His race is cattish, I'd say. They're like a lemur versus what are those other ones called? Their second density race was. That's amazing, guys. All the pets are surrounding us now. It's beautiful. Yay. And I saw a comment here I wanted to. Oh, Angela, fairly new to your channel, but I'd say it feels like a family. This is the best thing. We honestly have the best people here. We do. We have the best audiences. We have the best Patreon people. We have the best YouTube people, the best Facebook people. We're honestly blessed with having really great people in our community. There's always people who are a little riled up, rowdy, crazy, contentious, but they don't stick around too much because they don't get much from us. So, I mean, maybe on YouTube or on Facebook more than anywhere else because sometimes I like to cut loose a little on Facebook, but for the most part, our YouTube especially is great.
Don't forget to send the link again too. And by the way, for any of you guys watching, we've had to reschedule. We've had to reschedule quite a bit because of the surgery and because we had to go down.
Yeah.
I think my sister had mentioned it, so I'll go ahead and mention it. She mentioned it in a comment. Just really briefly, so maybe you guys can send some love to her. But it's my mother that got the prognosis that she would have a few weeks to a few months of life left.
Yeah.
Um,
And that's what's
yeah,
been keeping our time for the last month.
So it's been really intense. So I'm very sorry. I'm not trying to be irresponsible. It's been taking care of Lilith with helping heal her with the surgery, and Rob's been taking care of. Well, we take care of both of the kids, but we all dominate a little more over one kid than the other just because of our kind of specialities, I guess you could say.
Yeah.
But and then like I'm on the phone a lot with my family and trying to figure things out, and so that's what that's about. But if I'm still up, I'll be doing some scheduling tonight and finishing up the scheduling tomorrow. So if you haven't heard from me, you will if you are owed a session. And if you don't hear back from me by tomorrow night, then email me, because it's possible that I just didn't see it or
didn't get to them all. I mean, we
Right.
had 2 weeks where it didn't work when we were on the road, plus Lily's surgery.
Yeah,
So yeah,
I just didn't want anybody thinking I was ignoring you or overlooking you.
I don't think anybody thinks. Everybody knows the deal.
And I also want to say thank you for being so understanding. We haven't had a single person get upset with. There are a couple people, bless their souls, who had to be rescheduled twice. Yeah. So they've been waiting a long time. So
thank you guys in the comments too for sending love to her mom.
Thank you guys.
And we appreciate it.
That means a lot. It really means a lot to our family.
It does.
So I'm going to go for a cry.
All right, Mama.
But I love you guys very much. And I'll be listening in.
I love you.
On Lilith's tablet. Don't tell her I stole it.
I won't. Love you, Mama.
Love you guys. Bye.
All right, guys. Thank you all for sending your love. Yeah, it's been a difficult time for our family and stuff, and we are getting through the situation as it is. So thank you guys. I appreciate it all. Thank you guys for the comments too. I've seen so many of them, and I wanted to comment to all of them, but we're flying through them at this point too. Thank you guys for all your stuff. We appreciate all your comments. Oh, thank you, Brittany. I appreciate the donation. That means the world to us. We appreciate everything, guys. We know this is the thing that's been another frustration for me, is that thank you, William, too. We know, and you've been amazing to help too. And William's always been our guy that's been able to help us through all of it. So thank you, William. We have always done the channeling for free on YouTube. We've always kept the old videos up so that people could have the hundreds of hours. Actually, I think we have hundreds of videos. So we're talking thousands of hours. Some of them are 2 or 3 hours long. Some of them are, 20 minutes. But it's something we know not everybody can afford to access good channeling. I mean, there's a lot of channeling on YouTube now, which is better than what it was when we first started. But resonating channeling is hard to find for a lot of people who have been through metaphysics for a long time, or who study certain aspects of it, like law of attraction, consciousness mechanics, things like that. There's not a lot out there, people who've done it for a decade, who share their stuff for free. I know Lee Carroll shares a lot of his stuff for free. Excuse me, a lot of people resonate with him. But we wanted to be able to make it accessible. In the last 2 years since the baby's come, we haven't been, you guys have seen it, we've not been on very much. Even the year before that, for the other reasons, because we were doing other stuff, we just didn't get the opportunity to come here in the way we wanted to. And now we're making the time. We're creating time. We are abundant in time. And that's going to be something that shows more clearly here. The radio show will be great. I just talked to a guy, and I'm not going to announce it until it's official, but I think there'll be another radio network simulcasting our show onto their network, which is great. Yeah, Lee Carroll's great. Lee Harris is great too. If none of you have ever heard of Lee Harris, I've worked with him before. He's a friend of me and Kalina's, and he's really great channeler too. He does the energy forecast on YouTube. Amazing guy, great channeler. But you know, we put that energy out for the benefit of other people, and that's kind of our excitement too, because we can still be financially well and give time back to you guys. And now that we're going to do that with this radio show and the simulcast, that's what I was going to talk about. So once that comes through, we're going to do it, but we're going to try to get the whole network up. So I'll probably be simulcasting to this channel because this is my home channel, but also our Enlightenment Evolution Network channel, maybe even the other networks. So we might broadcast 2 or 3 places at the same time, but you guys should always be able to access it here. Archives of my old shows. I think I had like 150 shows. I did it for 3-4 years almost, and I did it every week. So I mean, well, almost every week. So you know, it's 50, probably 200 shows almost. But if you want to look at that, you can always go back to Blog Talk Radio and look up Enlightenment Evolution Network. There's 2 networks there with different hosts, different shows. But mine was on Network 1. And then on the YouTube channel that we made for that, it was there. I interviewed tons of channelers, tons of people in the spiritual community. David Sarita, I interviewed him. I interviewed, God, I can't even remember. The list is so big. I interviewed a lot of people. I did a lot of channeling, and also I did a lot of what we're doing tonight, just talking, sharing, co-creating too. Thank you guys. I'm going to shut my mouth now. I'm going to get ready to neutralize. It takes me 6, 7, 10 minutes sometimes. But I'm going to get off camera, mute down my microphone, and do that. I'm going to also put it in the chat. But if anyone comes in asking if the stream is over or if it started yet, any of you, I know you will, William. I know you will for sure. But anyone else, if William's not at that thing, can you guys pop into the stream and just let them know that I'm neutralizing? I'll be back in less than 10 minutes. And that way, you know, they won't disappear off somewhere thinking everything's gone. Thank Jesus. There's 55 people on here right now, which is amazing. Thank you guys. But 40 likes out of all of that. So thank you guys. You guys are freaking awesome, man. I appreciate it. You guys are great. That helps. Me being on here more often will help the algorithm more than anything. I was just honestly and genuinely disappointed when I put in my own name and I only saw a couple of videos. ET Whisper, really? And I can't get a find my own. And I actually put the title of the video, which was even more disappointing. So I know I've got to relearn YouTube algorithms and figure it out. You guys are here to help me. Thank you. I love you guys. I'm going to shut my face. Oh, look at that. William is doing a Christmas music stream on his other YouTube channel. Now, let me tell you about the Finn Castle Underground. Any of you who like politics, and I know I don't bring up politics here a lot. It's so contentious right now. I don't really even try. My channeling and me personally have talked about it enough where if you want to know what I think, there's videos out there you could watch. But those of you who resonate more towards conservative politics, William does a conservative politics show as well as a lot of other stuff on his channel. And oh, wow. Thank you, Sheila. I appreciate that. I misread that. So if you like William, or if you like conservative politics, go to William's show. Even if you don't, and you just like to learn about politics, or you are someone who is liberal and likes to see what conservative people are saying, shoot over there, check out his channel. William, you're a moderator. You can drop in links. Give them links to your other stuff. And that's the other thing too, guys, because everybody's channels and YouTubes have gone out. We had a friend with almost 1 million subscribers who lost their channel recently on YouTube for censorship, stuff like that. So if you guys want, I have all of my old videos backed up on Odyssey, and which is through Libri, and we'll probably back them up other places too. I do have a channel on Pleaidian, but I haven't uploaded because manually uploading hundreds of videos is when they only let you do a certain amount. That's a rough time. So check that out. But if you want William's got his channel on multiple channels too. So if you want, drop your link, brother. You can drop your links to your alt stuff too. You comment. Thank you so much. Much love to the Middle East from Michigan here. So, yeah, William said his live stream now is just Christmas music, no politics. So thank you guys for coming in tonight. If I missed your name, I apologize. I've tried to catch everyone as they're coming in to say hi to them. If I did miss your name, I apologize tremendously. I'm trying to keep an eye, but I'm also trying to communicate and make sure everything's going good. I'm going to drink my water, guys, and get off here and shut up so Artif can come in. It's already 12:30 here, so let's get him going. I love you guys. I'll see you in less than 10 minutes, and we're going to rock and roll. All right, guys, I'm back. So, let me see if you guys can hear me. No. Can you guys hear me all right? I shouldn't have shut down the last one here. All right, perfect. Thank you. All right. So, I'm going to get into it. Thank you, guys. Appreciate it. All right. For those of you who don't know, Artif comes in. This is a bit different. Normally, normally I tell this to people when they're having private sessions or collective group sessions. When Artif comes in, he takes a look at everything as the energy. If it's a personal question, he'll look at your own energy as you ask the question, the energy into the higher self, your guides, all of it, your internal, emotional, mental, all of it. And then when he does that, he gives you a reflection back from his own perspective. And the reason I tell people that is that when you're excited, you'll have the ability to give that energy of excitement back. Lambros, hello. How are you? So yeah, the energy comes back in an excited way. You can get it in the same excited way you sent it out, which is true for everything. And it's good for that. So want to remind everybody too, tonight won't be a question answer night. That will be on the 21st. If you guys show up live during the 21st too, and participate into our chat like you're doing now, for everybody who's here, you get the opportunity to get a 30-minute free session, personal session, one-on-one with Artif or Treb. So remember, guys, to put your names in one question per person. It's in the description. And then you'll be able to get your name thrown into that. So, well, I'm glad a lot of you guys are here for the first time. I'm so grateful, glad to have you guys here. I really appreciate everybody's love, energy, support. It means the world to me. It means the world to everything. Kalina, baby, my son, kitty cat, Artif, Treb, all of you guys. So I love you guys. I'm going to shut up. I'm going to get some water. Let's go. You're going to hear some breathing and some oming, and then some more breathing, and then Artif will come in and greet you guys. All right. Love you guys. Here we go. Gotta scoot your little butt, kitty kitty, just for a second. There you go. Thank you. All right, guys. Here we go. Greetings, all. Aridif. That's Aridif, and this is its spell. We understand. All of you desire to understand and know more. Why you are here as part of the Earth Collective Consciousness. Why you are here as a human being, incarnated into your physical body. But before diving in to this query, there are two things in which we wish to express. The first, above and beyond all things expressed within this day, to know, to feel, and to perceive that you are loved, in our perspective, is of the utmost importance. Secondly, it is our greatest excitement, and within that same form of great excitement in which we co-create not only individual form of yourself, but the collective form of you. Now, we look at the construct of why you are here. Why are all entities in the universal construct here? It starts in its genesis with an entire large consciousness fit with an entirety of the universe desiring experience. Now we understand, Rob has spoken to at many points that we otherwise would share. So we bring forward the construct from the very beginning process, the genesis, formulation, not only of the Earth co-created collective consciousness, but of the universe at large. The large universe desires experience and then fractalizes itself into the co-created versions of what you understand as galaxies. Galaxies fractalize themselves into entire solar systems, stars, planets, rocks that go about, then fractalizing from the solar system collective consciousness into the planetary consciousness itself, and delivers the personalized experience of one singular planetary consciousness, and those with moons that inhabit the planets, natural orbiting satellites, of course, they are part of the system of the planetary co-created collective consciousness, and this brings about a singular experience. Now, of course, you can say a solar system is a singular experience. Yes, it is, we understand, but planets within the co-created collective consciousness of the solar system can be in such a numerous form that it takes hold of over 100 planets or planetoids within an entire system. Larger stars that are newer in its own form in the creation of a solar system quite frequently have much smaller planets growing, connecting, crashing into one another to join smaller collective consciousnesses. Each planet and each moon within the solar system collective consciousness, its own theme, its entirety, from the very start to the end, one overreaching and embracing theme. All fractal consciousness that desires to experience that theme will join the planets of its choosing. The consciousness of the star in the center takes on its own form of energetic co-creation, although the physical form of the star is not the manifest consciousness of the star's energy or consciousness itself, but tends to be the exact manifestation of all the planetary collective consciousnesses that are inhabiting the system. This is why you find, even in your own solar system, that over 97% of the mass in the entirety of your solar system is in the physical manifestation of the star. Physically, you understand why this occurs as well. In order for planets to hold life, there must be heat, there must be light. As in all systems, light is expressed, but in your system, it tends to be in form of both physical light and wisdom, the light of consciousness. This star expresses itself as a focal point, a gravitational holder, a placeholder of co-creative means, meaning that it brings together and cements the entirety of that solar system collective consciousness. The planets that go around, each with their theme, start manifesting their own designs. As you understand, those early solar systems that we have spoken of see the manifestation quite easily and quite well when you look at the physical auspices of consciousness that inhabit those planets. You see rocks and fire and ice come together in order to create those early planets where no life inhabits, but that of non-conscious, to your mind's first density entities. And those degrees of energies are, of course, conscious in both singular and collective form, but hold the energy of single building material for all things that come afterwards. You cannot have a second density being, nor can you have a third density being without the first density matter that is required to build the second and third density entities. And of course, in fourth, fifth, and sixth density alike, all take suit from that very first density in order to build from that construct. So as little as you perceive the first density of holding consciousness, all things that you see that hold consciousness are created from that building material, first density. In that way, it holds more consciousness than all other things, because all of you are created from the first density energy in your substance and in your entirety of the makeup. Now we understand, as you grow into your second density layer of solar system collective consciousness, it will happen one or perhaps two planets at a time. In your solar system, Venus was the first to inhabit the construct of second density life. The first layer or first planet of your solar system consciousness, known as Mercury, held no life but held life at a later point than Venus, as it was very close to your star, closer than even now. Mercury desired a void of life experience for the first iteration. Venus took the front seat and created that second density of life and liquid water, as you would perceive, in the construct of life creating itself in your solar system collective. And of course, it took turns. As a smaller planet came and hit Mercury, knocked it further away from the sun, it was able to sustain second density single cell microbial life for 100 years in your own time collective consciousness. And approximately after this, it would mutate several times, and then within 1,000 years of your time, approximately, it would die off. And this would be the only life to enter the Mercury construct. Going back to Venus, by this time, Venusian consciousness was already starting to have very complex water and air life. Bacterial experience grew into a larger second density entity, plant life. And you see it grow. You know the story well as it mimics your Earth in many forms. This consciousness grew. Why did the consciousness go from first density to second? Why did the chemical changes occur in the physical plane of reality in order for all of those building blocks to be turned to something that held at very minimal conscious authority over its experience internally? And the answer, of course, is the consciousness behind the physicality desired more experiences. We will hydrate and continue, of course. So as this consciousness desired more experiences, the physical morphed to that desire. It goes forward and expressed itself as more complex until that more complex life desired more experiences, and it gave that experience. Go to your earth now, looking at your first initial construct of what you perceive the most early human form. This is what most humans call prehistoric within the construct of human version. Most entities perceive it as not a very intelligent animal form of the first iteration. We are speaking before Homo erectus. We are speaking before those that are bipedal in nature. These second density animals grew in their own construct and desired more experiences. Some of your native mushrooms within your Earth Collective started being eaten. Most of you understand this as cybacillin mushrooms at this time. This grew consciousness to a curiosity that uplifted the animals, that desired to see more, away from their four-armed experience of walking to standing up to see what was above the grass that was below them, to see what was in the trees above them. This animal took form into a more complex version. Now, directly before human version, the second density entity that most of you understand is the first iteration of humans in the Homo erectus state and Neanderthal states before that version of humans was removed. These consciousness desired experience that was more. The earth did not allow the growth in rapid form. Physically, it did not grow in rapid form. Ice ages were abound within your Earth Collective, and this created hardships for those races to experience more than traveling and sheer survival. As a planet, the consciousness called to those who have the power to co-create something greater and better. This is where those from your Anunnaki came to the Earth and manipulated the DNA of the first humans, turning them from an entity that was second density to third, bypassing the generational and constructural DNA evolution that was required for them to go into third density, jump-starting the race into the third density expression. Now, as all of you know, there were many iterations after the Anunnaki to the DNA of human consciousness. All of this was desired within the Earth Collective consciousness. The human beings who walked upon your Earth did not ask for ships to land and for DNA to be manipulated and for the structure of DNA to change, but the sole essence of all of those entities desired more. As a large collective, it spoke to those who in their own soul did not know the co-creation at hand, only understood that they desired to have their own experience. That desire to grow experience created that version. Now, after the last manipulation occurred, now you are in the part of your history that you understand as cavemen, setting back your DNA structure much further than the first few iterations of your DNA manipulation, who see the first life as those who live and inhabit the caves and only mate and hunt. This is all that the very first primitive post-DNA manipulated human did. It is all they required to reproduce and to eat. So, the socialization of this race started where tribes began to come together. The more of you that lived together, the more that could survive together. Instinctual in the human consciousness, but evolution required more humans to come together, and they joined. Manipulation of the vocal energy started maneuvering through the physical auspices of the human consciousness in order to create primitive dialogue. Now, we understand that DNA manipulation for humans in early times, language was created. There was more than language. The psychic networking of humans were created. But jumping back the DNA, it took away all of the extra things that were given to most humans, taking back that construct of growth within the self. It was a requirement of the entirety of the human race to experience this construct, the will to have more creation but not know how to create. And in that co-creation, it grows to the next level of your civilization. The part where cities were built, the parts where DNA yet again was manipulated, and yet again teachers from the Anunnaki who felt that their previous engagement was a mistake came back to teach you about cities, regulations of water, keeping yourself clean, all of the basic constructs that were not understood. And this started a new revolution of human consciousness. Of course, it was helped, but again, it was a requirement as another ice age came into your co-creation. This construct shows you not only the driving force behind why evolution with consciousness occurs, it can show you on your singular level in this moment why you are driving for an evolution. When you ask your question internally, what is the most desired expression and experience? You can perceive a great deal of resistances around you because you are focused upon this as an entire race for generations. But you are able to tap into that part of you that can see clarity once you have calmed yourself in the moment. That energy is what springs you to the next part of your evolution. Many humans did not believe it would take your COVID-19 experience to create great changes in the Earth collective consciousness. Regardless of the perspective that you hold over this construct, the energy behind humans have changed. The thought processes of all of the things that are occurring that were broken in your system, as Rob has aptly expressed previously, it shows you where the holes in your boat occur. It shows you where the mechanical form of Earth co-creator collective consciousness has failed you as an entire species. But that failure is not unintentional. It is a great teacher to all of you, something that you desired so greatly in order to grow that you would create an abundance of resistance around you in order for all of you to go to the next level of your consciousness. We'll hydrate and continue. All of you can perceive your own personal experiences in this time and understand as a part of evolution for yourself. But if you are able to look at the greater evolution of human consciousness in this moment, you will understand. Yes, of course, it coincides with the accelerated form of consciousness that the entirety of the Earth Collective has experienced. But why is it accelerated? The acceleration comes from consciousness that humans call ascensional energy. It is a galactic form of collective consciousness from central galactic collective energy that expresses itself through the entirety of the galaxy at different times. We have expressed in our first co-creation with humans at this time through Rob and Treb Bor Yit NE that in a co-creation of the four energy, your 20 and 12 would be a precipice form of energy. And 9 years previous and 9 years post, the energy is continued as an accelerant form to help spark the levels of change required for human collective energy growth. All of you have experienced this acceleration as you understand due to the nature of time and cycles, that 9 years will be in your 2021 region time. In the later form December, the accelerated energy comes to its end, but this does not mean that humans will not accelerate. It does not mean that humans will stop evolving. What it means are the sparks that were required to light the fire that allowed all of you to see what it was that was important to next be a part of your evolution. That this energy would be a part and solve the majority of its own downgoings in this time period. That fire allowing you to see what was in front of you will then allow you to start building a new portion of your experience. You are in the new cycle of energetic co-creation with singular consciousnesses, collective consciousnesses, and co-created collective versions. This is the time for all of you to start working internally for the rebuilding of oneself, and also the time for you to play your part of desire and excitement in your co-created collective consciousness. Many of you have expressed, I have an underlined excitement in my experience, but I have not been able to act upon that excitement. A and B and Z have stopped that energy from being co-created. You can take those barriers down now. It is safe for you to start. This acceleration will give you the ample opportunity to grow in the way that you desire when you act upon that excitement. What makes humans humans? What makes you yourself? Why are you here? You are here to experience with passion, with excitement, and with co-creative means for your desired outcome of the human race experience. For the Earth collective consciousness's future. Stay in your now moment. Do not worry about that future. Do not worry about the past that in your perspective gave you the opportunity to be in that now moment. Look in your now moment. Look at the excitements that have come into your own fraction of energy and all of those around you that desire co-creation as well. We wish to express to all of you as you go through this part of your accelerated cycle to be mindful of the experience, belief systems that you hold. Utilize a 10-step belief system process to show you the underlined portions of unconscious belief systems. Understand that the rewriting of your psychology in this moment of the thoughts that create resistance is most important. When you allow yourself to rewrite the neural programming within your human mind and underlying consciousness, change and shift your thoughts, accelerant consciousness will allow you in your next year to grow exponentially, to create from solstice to solstice an entirely new experience from 20 and 20 to your 20 and 21. 1 year, great change for the collective. Also the place for your excitements to be front and center in your experience. All who desire to find your spiritual growth path find only in the center of that excitement. We wish to express to all of you, as we co-create with each and every one of you individually, as we co-create with you collectively, we understand new expressions of that human co-creation. We understand your personal energy in different ways. We are exploring the parts of that energy that we have never explored previously. All of us in the universal collective consciousness, down to our galactic collective consciousness, are one with each other. This means that as we are exploring that new part of your consciousness, we are also exploring the parts of our own consciousness that we have never seen. This allows you to grow. It allows us to grow with your growth. We congratulate all of you for your growth. and we thank you for ours. We will bid you all adieu for this evening. You are loved. Adieu. All right, guys. How did everything go? Oh, thank you, guys. Whoever sent the donation, I appreciate it. Thank you, NM. Tumbleweed in New Mexico. Tumbleweed, clever, beautiful name. Thank you so much for the donation. Oh, beautiful, guys. I'm so glad. All right, guys. I'm happy to see it was an exciting thing. Didn't look like he talked for very long, but I imagine whatever he said was good. So that's good, guys. All right. Well, thank you guys for being here tonight. It's late here, so I'm going to jump off in a minute. Before I go, thank you guys, everybody, for coming. I want to appreciate every comment, every like that you guys have given, every word that you've given to each other in kindness. I also want to remind everybody to be here on the 21st, that you can send your question in on the link below in the description. When you put that in, just one question each, no questions within questions. Try to keep it in short, not too long, so we can get through as many questions on the 21st. We're going to try to channel for 90 minutes, maybe even 2 hours if the energy is flowing. So just remember, guys, to do that if you want your questions asked. And anyone who can be here live with us on the 21st, you'll get your name thrown in for a 30-minute free session with Treb or Artif, whatever your choice is. Personal one-on-one session. You don't have to share it with anyone. You can share it publicly if you want. If you want us to put a video out with your channeling, we can. But if you want to keep it private, you can too. That's how we do our personal sessions. So try to be here on the 21st, guys. We do really appreciate all of you guys being here. It's 10 p.m. Eastern time. That's the same time New York City and Detroit. 7 p.m. Western Pacific time, which is the same as Los Angeles or Seattle. So if you guys can join us at that time, it would be great. Even if you can just wake up long enough to type your name in the chat room and get your name thrown in, it would be worth it for a session. 21st anniversary on the 21st Medicine Trial. That's so wonderful, guys. Oh, yeah, everyone has to have their questions in by midnight on the 21st. We're going to shut off questions at that point. So if you don't have them in by the 21st, you won't be able to send them. So send them in, but you can send them in right now. We probably already have a few questions. I'm going to go check the... Yep, we've already got 2 questions sent in already, guys. So make sure you put that in. All of our Patreon people who are here, this won't detract from our meeting that we're having on the 30th either, guys. We're still going to do that and this on the 21st. That's the other thing, guys, too. We do our Patreon twice a month. We do a Q&A every month, and we do a poll. So if you guys ever want to join there, the cheapest package is $11. You can come get 2 channelings for $11 at the end of the month if you want to join us. If not, we're going to be doing more free stuff here and more open forums here and the radio show next year too. So keep hanging in there, guys. I'm appreciative for everybody who's kept a subscription to our channel for as long as they have without us putting out much for the last couple of years. We really appreciate it. Baby's getting older and surgery went well. Our pain's gone now. So everything's going really great for us now. So we're making time, we're making energy, and we're going to keep doing this with you guys. I love you guys very much. I appreciate everybody who joined us here tonight. Thank you, William, too, for helping keep an eye on the comments. Thank you, Kalina, for taking care of the baby so that I could do this, of course. Love you guys. Deborah. Hi, Deborah. Nice to see you here. I didn't see you from earlier. Hello, Dave. There's a whole bunch of people here, guys. I'm going to go back through and see what names I didn't see before. Well, that's all right. That makes up for all the times you did everything, William, so that's fine. Race, hello, Race B. Aridif is in the 6th density, and the 6th density is 7-dimensional. I can't say words that aren't Bob or George, so I'm going to try it, but I hope I don't kill it. Oz, Eagle, hello, or Egan, hello. Cheryl, hello. Samantha, hello. Medicine Tribe, hello. Mrs. Sociable, hello. Jason Lynn, hello. Lavender Roses, hello. Magma, hello. Brittany, hello. God's Coloring Book, hello. Maribel, hello. Ginny, hello. Cat W. Jason, A Lady. Sheila, haha, Sheila. Yes, guys, I almost forgot. I'm going to be doing an event in January with Sheila. It's going to be an amazing event. It's going to be about walk-ins. So any of you guys who know about walk-ins, 3-day event, a bunch of speakers. I'll put the link below that too. It's going to be amazing. Portal to Ascension. We've done a bunch of events with them before. They're great. So I'm going to put that link in there too. Hi, Sheila. Thanks for joining us. Angela, hello. Samantha, hello. AJ, hello. Starseed Ambassador, hello. New Mexico Tumbleweed, hello. Ken, hello. Susan, hello. Tourmaline Dragonfly, hello. Galactic Travel Channel, Casey, hello. Medicine Tribe, hello. Deborah Eduardo, I think I'm getting back in the comments I saw before. Lambros, hello. Angela, yeah, Samantha. All right, I think I'm back to where I was. So everybody, if I missed your name, I'm so sorry, guys. There's a lot of people who are here tonight. Brittany, hello. Yeah, look in the description for the question. Don't put them in the comments below. In the description below, and I'll pin the comment too so people see it. There's a link at the very top of the description. It says for Q&A. So just put it, there's a form that you fill out. You click that and it takes you to a Google form and you just write your question in there. So it'll be great. And I'll make sure to make that more clear in my comment on the top and I'll pin it. But Janine, hello, if I didn't say hi earlier. All right, guys, it's late here. I'm going to go off to bed now, get something to eat and go to bed. You'll see me back here on the 21st. All of you guys from Patreon will see me on the 15th. Yeah, which reminds me, I got to get those ideas for the questions up on the poll too. Get a poll started. Love you guys very much. Thank you. Everybody who donated tonight too. I really appreciate everybody who thumbed it up and subscribed, all that stuff that feeds the YouTube algorithm monster at night. I appreciate that. Love you guys so much. We'll see you on the 21st or the 15th if you're on Patreon. Love you guys so much. We'll see you soon. Bye.